Okie dokie. So on this video, I'm going to talk you through the different styles of pages and how to add a new page onto your website. So you'll see on the left-hand side, when you're just in the home area, so you're in your main dashboard, on the left-hand side, the first thing you can see on this list, this like little filing cabinet, the top one is pages. When you click on pages, you'll see all of the pages on your website. So this is on your main navigation. So I've got services, portfolio, meet Bex, journal and contact. So that's what's appearing here. Now I've got some fancy code to make my menu look a little bit different, but usually it's across the top of your screen. Okay, so that you can see like services, portfolio, meet Bex, journal, contact. So if I want to change up this order, so say I want my services or I want my journal to come first. So I would literally take a hold of journal, drag and drop, and I can move it up. And then when I let go, it will refresh and journal will be the second one appearing. So you can see it's moved there. So that's within the navigation. So you can just reorder things there and restructure the site that way. If you scroll down, you'll see on the left again, it says not linked. So these are pages that I have that exist in the world, but they don't show up on my main navigation. So for example, I've got, let's see, I've got a shop site that I'm not actually using at the moment. And you can see that appears here, but it's hidden. I don't really show it off to anybody. Nobody knows it's there, but it's in the not link section. So you can create pages in the not link section. So I've got a client feedback form, for example, here, which general users don't need to see on the website, but my clients might need. So I can send them that URL. So yeah, lots of little hidden not linked pages appear there on the left. And again, if you want to, so when you create a new page, create it in not linked. It's basically like making it a draft. And so then when you want to move up, so say I wanted my blog, it was ready to kind of move up, I could pick it up, or say I want to pick up my, let's do the shop, and I lift it, drag and drop it, move it up to the main navigation. I want to put it, say, here in between journal and contact. And then when I click on menu, you'll see that the shop's appearing. It's now live on my main navigation. So I'm going to take that back to where it was in the not linked section of the website. There we go. So it'll disappear now off my menu. Yeah, it's gone. Great. So if we want to add a page, when you're creating something new, there's a couple of ways to do it. So you can either duplicate an existing page. So say, for example, you want the page to look exactly like your about page. Click on this toggle button here. So on the left where it says Meet Bex, this is my about page. When I click on the cogwheel and I scroll down here, you'll see it says duplicate page. You click on duplicate page and say confirm. It's going to just create a copy of it here. So you can rename it. I'll just click test page. Okay, and then what you want to do again is click into the cogwheel and make sure that the navigation titles and the URL, what's called the URL slug, is what you need it to be. So it's named the correct thing. And then go to SEO and just double check that again, it's saying test page, which is the name of your new page. Yep, that's all fine. So those are all set up correctly. And then you can hit close, and then you can go ahead and edit, and you'll have exact duplicate. You can just go ahead and change the text to whatever you would need it to be. So that's one way of adding a new page. It's just to duplicate an existing page. So I'm going to actually delete this one because I don't need it. Clicking on that little trash can on the left. So yeah, I'll delete that one. Don't need it. Okay, if we want to create a blank page, so when we go to the top navigation, you'll see there's this plus button. Click on the plus button and you can add either a blank page or you can add some templated page layouts that Squarespace suggest. So let's have a little look what that might look like. So page layouts, you've got different options: about, services, and if something kind of appeals and you think, yep, that's going to be exactly what I need, I wanted a team page, you can just go ahead and select one of their sort of pre-formatted templates. It's not loading up. There we go. There's the images were a bit slow to load them. So yeah, you could add in a team page, for example. A contact page might look like one of these, and you can just select whichever one you would like. Loads of different options: frequently asked questions, menus. There's just like heaps of different choices. Personally, when I'm adding a new page, I start from scratch. I create a blank page. Just find that easier rather than using kind of a duplicate or a templated format. So you can add a blank page and it'll appear here. So this is going to appear in my main navigation, which I don't really want. I want to drag it down into my my not link section. So again, I would call it test. And then it's going to appear in my top navigation. When I click on menu, yep, I've got a test page, which I don't want live on my website. So I can drag it down to the not link section here. Okay, I'm going to delete it. And that's how you add a page. So there are different styles of pages, just to bear in mind. So when you click on the plus button to add in your new page, you could have added a blank page, which I just did, page layouts, which are the designed ones. But also there are blog pages, store pages, portfolio pages, events pages, and video pages. Now, personally, I don't yet tend to use portfolio, events, or videos that much. I'm more likely to use store if somebody needs a shop. So you can set it up with setting your products and your services and connect up all your commerce, your bank account details for Stripe and PayPal, or set up an online store basically through the store button. Or a blog page, because they're going to be different formats. They're going to act a little bit differently. So if I added a blog page, we can again pre-select like different options of how we would like the blog page to look. It's acting a little bit strange just with the layouts. I don't quite know why it's doing that. But so say you pick this format, so it's coming up with a blog. It's basically going to give me like a pre-formatted template of a blog, and it just behaves a little bit differently to a standard page because you're going to go in and edit each individual blog separately. So it works a little bit differently, and I will show you in another video how to update blogs and how to create a blog, and there'll be a separate video for that. But just to let you know that when you're adding pages, there are these other options around blog, store, portfolio, etc., etc. So the last thing to just show you is that you can create a folder. So if you want to have an index folder, so basically you've got a drop down, you could add a folder. So let's go back into our pages. Let's add in a little index folder, what it's called. So this is basically just to keep things tidy. So I'm just going to call it random for the purposes of what I want to show you. And then say I want to put this blog underneath, I drag and drop it. And you can see there's like a little arrow appears. It's like a drop down and like an index folder. And so what happens is on the menu, you can see if I click on random, the index folder, it's got a drop down to the blog. So it'll appear a little bit differently because, as I said, I've got this special code set up so that my navigation is on the right-hand side of the screen, but on yours, it'll likely be a drop down and there's like these subfolders that you can access. I'm going to go ahead and delete these now because I don't want them live on my site. Delete, confirm. If you ever delete a page that you wanted, don't panic. You can scroll down to the bottom and then go to deleted pages and they'll all be there. And after 30 days, the trash empties, but you can go ahead and empty it if you wanted to do. You can just restore it here if you ever deleted it by accident. And that's it. So that's just what I wanted to show you, how to add a page and also how the different types of pages operate and also how to move around in your navigation in the not link section and the live sections of your website. So good luck with that. Hope you have some good success with playing around with adding new pages.